Hello, my name is Allison Carmen, and welcome to my podcast, 10 Minutes to Less Suffering. And the name of today's podcast is Please Don't Take These Beautiful Things Away. And as many of you know, I am a big fan of TikTok, and often I find a new artist that I enjoy listening to. And a new artist that I really enjoy his voice and his charisma is Benson Boone. And he was originally on American Idol, but decided to not continue on in the competition. And he has this amazing song out called Beautiful Things. And for me, when I like a song, I don't even listen to the words. I like the energy of a song. And this song gets to a point when he gets to the chorus that he almost starts to scream. You could hear the emotion in his voice. And I was listening to it many times a day. And then I took a walk the other day and I actually listened to the words. And it's really a song about someone who went through hard times and finally found peace and love in his life. And here's some of the lyrics. And I see my family every month. I found a girl my parents love. She'll come and stay the night, and I think I might have it all. And I thank God every day for the girl he set my way. But I know the things he gives me, he can take away. And I hold you every night, and that's a feeling I want to get used to. But there's no man as terrified as the man who stands to lose you. And then his voice becomes very loud, almost like an emotional scream. And he says, oh, I hope I don't lose you. Please stay. I want you. I need you. Oh, God, don't take these beautiful things that I've got. It really got me thinking how much is asked of us every day. That we have things in our lives that we love so much. And we know that life keeps changing. And that's why a lot of us are filled with anxiety and worry. I find that when people come to me, they're either scared and worried they're going to lose what they have, or life's not working out the way that they thought and they can't imagine it getting better. So these are the two things we're always playing with. But either way, we're afraid of the unknown. And so this person was in love and he was present, but then fear came over him because of the happiness and the joy. He wanted it to last forever. We understand why people feel this way, but then we're not in the moment enjoying what's happening. And then sometimes I find that the fear and the worry actually create the problem. Like I've seen people be so afraid and worried that they were going to lose something that they push somebody away. Or they don't make the right decision at work because they're so trying to hold on to the way the business was working that they can't see a new opportunity in front of them. So our need for things to stay the same limits us. And again, creates fear and worry. And then we can't see the moment clearly. We're not going to make the best decisions. We're not going to give the things in our lives freedom. And we're also not going to participate in change. When life is changing and you're resisting it, you're creating negativity. And when you create negativity, you're not availing yourself to all that is. And again, you're also stressed and worried, so it's hard to focus. You're in so much pain, but you also become the resistor and not the creator. And that is why I always talk about the maybe practice. Because in the moment when you're so happy the way things are, you realize, well, maybe this will continue. Maybe I can handle whatever happens. Maybe as life changes, I'll be strong enough to stay on my path. And if you're going through a tough time, it flips the other way. Maybe things will change. Maybe they'll get better. And it's not about false hope. It's not about using tomorrow to feel better about today. What it actually does is it brings you into the present. It's reminding you that you can't know what tomorrow will bring. But the reason we're afraid of tomorrow is we think it can't stay or it's going to be bad. And so we give up this moment for a time in the future where we're either going to be doomed or saved. But when we realize there's maybe, our mind calms down because we realize we don't know things are going to be bad. We don't know what's going to happen. Things could be good. Things could get better. And even if things happen we don't like, it could be good again. So when we see that, our mind calms down and we come back to the moment where life is happening, where we can enjoy the love, where we can enjoy the people around us, and where we can create our future. The best ideas come to us when we are present and we're open and we're not overtaken by our fear because we know that the future is filled with infinite possibilities. So it's not that the future will save us. It's not false hope. It's just when we're afraid that things will be taken away or things can't get better, we're living in the maybe not. And there's another side of maybe, a side of hope, a side of possibility, of joy, of expansiveness, of a willingness to take this journey of life and get the most out of it. But that means we have to allow the moment to be what it is, whatever we're experiencing. It doesn't have to be our preference, but we have to relax and say, this is what is. And then decide, what will we do with that? And if we're experiencing joy in the moment, let it in. Open your heart. And I know it can be overwhelming sometimes because you just want it to last forever. And what's so interesting too is even if things change, even if they fade, even if our heart breaks, we must remember that life has maybe again. And sometimes I wonder if that's where so much of my courage comes from these days, and resilience, is having something happen that I thought was the end. My husband leaving me. I thought there wasn't a way to move forward. And again, it's not about whether you like it better or you like it less, but when you know that even when you're in joy, and even though things are so great in a certain moment, if they do change, your life has maybe. And your life still has hope, and there's still lessons, and there's still depth, and there's always new things coming and going. And it's a part of life, but when we let go and we don't resist, we're more likely to find the joy when it's there. And we're also more likely to find the joy in the future because we are availing ourselves to all that's possible. And when you do that, and when you're open and you're creative, you're more likely to find things you love, new opportunities, new things. So just always know there's always maybe, and to keep your heart open. And know that life is about the moment. It's about connecting. It's about love. It's about light. We don't need to hold on so tight. That there's this flow of life. We'll know what to say. We'll know where to go. We'll know what to do. So we all understand loving a moment, wanting it to last forever. But every moment needs air in the room. And every fear is just a projection of what will be tomorrow. And we know that because the future is unknown, there are beautiful things that exist, beautiful possibilities, even if it didn't work out the way we planned. It doesn't mean we can't get ourselves together and make a new plan and have a new experience. I hope that the idea of maybe helps you enjoy your days and love more deeply and take more risks and do the things that make your heart fly. Because maybe what's happening is good. Maybe you could accept it and still be okay. Maybe even during hard times, things can get better. Maybe there's something to learn. And most of all, maybe the best is yet to come. Thank you for listening to this podcast today. If you'd like to get in touch with me, you could email me at allison@allisoncarmen.com. If you'd like to buy my books, The Gift of Maybe or Year Without Men, they're available at all major bookstores and online retailers. And if you'd like to listen to the new audiobook for The Gift of Maybe, it's available on all major audio platforms. And if you like this podcast, I hope you subscribe and leave a comment.